Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Mariah. If this is your first time here, make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, make sure that you give this video a like, and check out some of my older videos. I am coming at you guys with a long-awaited video that I don't know why I waited so long to film, but here we are nonetheless. I'm going to be talking to you guys about my experience getting my hair cut professionally for the first time in, no lie, 3 years. The last time that I had my hair cut before I just recently went was in October of 2019. That was also my first professional cut that I had gotten since transitioning fully to having my curly natural hair. Before then, I was getting blowouts and getting trims like every once in a while, but in terms of getting like a professional cut, that was the first time that I had done it. And so mama's was long overdue, okay? I know that in one of my previous videos, I was talking to you all about how excited I was that I was getting my hair finally cut by none other than the curl doctor, Shy. I'm sure you all have seen all of the celebs that he's cut before. Him and I had a really good conversation, so I took some notes just to remind myself of all the things that I'm going to try to do. So without any further ado, let's just get on into the video. I should say, before I got to the salon, when I was confirming my appointment and also when I was booking it, there are specific instructions that they have for you. They want your hair to be freshly washed. They ask that you don't use any like heavy butters or creams or gels that like weigh your hair down. They don't want you showing up with like your hair in a bun, slick back ponytail, no protective styles. He wants to see your hair the way that you actually wear it on a day-to-day basis, because that, I am imagining, is something that helps him actually cut your hair. I was greeted by Shy. I got to meet him. He introduced himself to me and he just generally asked me like what it was that I was looking for. As you guys know, I talked to you all about this like probably ad nauseum, about how terrified I was about possibly like going into the salon and then coming out with like shoulder length hair. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, you guys know like hair takes a long time to grow. At least my hair, it takes a little while, and so I just did not want to go back to square one. I loved the volume that this side of my hair got. I was not a fan of the fact that this side of my hair just kind of fell straight down. Like there was no shape to it. It didn't feel as full. The curls were definitely looser on the side, and I acknowledged that I had heat damage. It was a sad moment. He knew though already just by looking at it. Like when he first kind of like sat down with me, he did ask me when the last time was that I straightened my hair, and then that's when we got into the conversation about heat damage. So he handed me a hand mirror and then he was showing me the back of my hair. So he spun me around, he gave me a mirror, and then he was showing me how in the back of my hair that there was like kind of like a rainbow, and I think I showed that to you all as well. There was just like a hole in the back of my hair. I was asking him to please keep as much length as possible, but also basically do what you need to do, but I just don't want to have super short hair. So he understood that. Everything that he said, I absolutely trusted him. I was like, you know what you're doing. Obviously, he didn't need me to confirm that for him, but I trusted him. So we had our little consultation and he explained to me what he was gonna do. I was on board, and then he got to cutting. He parted my hair like in the smallest kind of like thin section in the back and literally pulled out each curl, inspected it, and then snipped it. Like, and he did that one by one, just taking down layers, kept my side part, and then same thing, layers, pulling out each individual curl, snipping it. Took probably about an hour for him to actually cut my entire hair. Throughout the entire time that he was cutting my hair, we had a really good conversation. He was asking me about like the types of products that I typically use in my hair. I did tell him that I felt like my hair was really dry normally. He told me that that was completely normal, especially with like curly hair. It's not uncommon for people to have drier hair. He told me that this side of my hair might be a little bit looser in texture, not only just because most people's hair is like that, because I pull my hair back a lot into buns and like slick buns, and pulling the hair back when it's wet specifically is what over time could loosen your curl pattern or your curl texture. So he said that it's not a good idea to do that you should not like wet your hair and then slick it all back into a bun. I say that as I have my hair literally slicked back in the front, but this time when I did it, I just put the gel on. I did it dry while my hair was dry. I didn't wet my hair first and then slick it back. Something else that he told me that I found to be very interesting was he told me that you should never buy hair products off of Amazon. They can buy like any bottle or like excess product of something, water it down, and then like repackage package it into like a completely different bottle. So the product that you're buying, there is a chance that you're actually not purchasing what's inside of that bottle. So that made me very nervous, because the reason why I sometimes buy products off of Amazon is because I notice that they're cheaper. But now that I've heard that, I'm like, it might just make more sense to just buy things straight from the source. So after he finished cutting my hair, he passed me off to his assistant to actually wash and style my hair. She was so sweet. So going right in, we talked about using a clarifying shampoo. I think she told me that I should start doing that once every 2 weeks. She had recommended a product by the brand Davines. I will pop it up here on the screen right now. Then she recommended using Inner Sense. She actually told me that I should be using the Color Safe shampoo. I will pop it up here on the screen for you guys just so that you can see it. She also recommended that I continue using the same Inner Sense conditioner that I already have, which is good. And then in terms of a hair mask, she actually recommended another hair mask from Davines, which is one that she used on my hair while I was in the salon. It's the Davines Vegetarian Hair Mask, I believe. Again, we'll pop it up on the screen for you guys so that you can see it, just because I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the right information. When it came to styling my hair, she used the Amika Pro Curl Cream, which I already own and had already started using. And along with that, she layered the Inner Sense Hold It gel. And then one thing that she explained to me was that the Inner Sense gel specifically needs to be like, it's activated by water. So I noticed that she was like putting a few pumps in her hand, turning the sink on, wetting her hand that already had the gel in it, and then layering that on top. And she explained to me, like Kristen, who actually was the first person that had cut my hair back in 2019, that the best way to actually style your hair is while you're in the shower, which I already knew. But it's just like, after you've already been in the shower all that time washing your hair, who wants to stand in the shower even more to just add more product? After she applied all the products, she got into diffusing. We used the iconic Dyson hair dryer, the same dryer that I own here. But something that was interesting was that she actually used a chopstick to lift up the front portion of my hair while she was diffusing. She also explained to me that it's not good to like flip your hair over and diffuse, that instead you should just like tilt your head to the side, and instead of going from underneath, you want to just do a first layer of just diffusing around like this. Then the way that you get the volume is by tilting your head, and again, still just diffusing straight around like that. You never want to go from underneath. She said that's actually what causes frizz, so the more you know. After she had diffused my hair to a point where it was like, I want to say probably like 90% dry, she put a damp paper towel on top of the crown of my head and clipped it down, and then I actually sat under the hooded dryer for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. After that, Shai came back over, and he kind of went back through and clipped a few other pieces that he just saw weren't necessarily looking the way that he wanted it to, and then he shook my hair out. But he didn't want to do it too much because he said that it would just cause more frizz. So I would really get the results that I would probably want within the next few hours to the following day. I think my experience at Capella Salon was absolutely worth it. It was not cheap, but it also was not the most expensive haircut in terms of quotes that I've gotten from other stylists here in LA. A lot of the stylists that I had been looking into were minimum like $450. And I will be honest, when I first walked out of the salon, I was not very happy because I felt like my hair just looked kind of like, I felt like my hair looked better when I walked into the salon versus when I was leaving. I thought I was gonna like walk out with this like big, fluffy, like volumized hair, and that's not necessarily the case. This is just like footage from me filming like a video that I was doing, and this is the same day, and I did not like my hair. I just felt like it looked crunchy. There was definition, but it was just like super crunchy. I felt like the side of my hair that is like straighter was just like even more emphasized. Like I wasn't feeling it, to be honest. I was really just like, dang, I just paid all that money and my hair looks the same, if not worse. But I will say the following day, when after my hair had like a chance to sleep and breathe, it definitely looked a lot better. I had the volume that I wanted. I felt like my hair was a lot more even. I liked the way that it looked. I still have some sections in this portion of my hair, specifically like this chunk of my hair that's much looser and it's heat damaged, and honestly there's not really a way to fix that aside from just cutting it off and letting it grow back. Aside from that, I did have a really good experience. I feel like I learned a lot in terms of like products and things that I should be doing to keep my hair long and strong. One of them I'm doing right now that I should not be doing, but things happen. Just wanted to tell you guys about my experience. I had a great time. I think it was worth it. I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you comment down below some other videos that you want to see from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. My stomach jumping like